Hey, this is Dwight Robertson, and I had the unique privilege of getting to share with a church that I don't think has hosted a Forge speaker ever before. And what an incredible event. It was hosted at a Doubletree Convention Center, and the people were decked. I mean, Dawn and I thought we were dressed up. We were in a suit and tie and dress, and she and I showed up. We were getting out of the car, and she saw a woman starting to walk in a sequin gown, and she said, "Oh, honey, we might be underdressed." And as we looked around the room at tuxedos and lots of bow ties and gowns, and it looked more like a Grammy Awards, but they were handing out awards to people who have demonstrated loyalty to the church. And I got to talk to them about loyalty to the King and the kingdom and what Laborership is all about. And as I spoke, there was such an empowerment through your prayers. I know it's through the prayers of God's people, because there were things coming out of my mouth that have never come out of my mouth before. A level of bravado, and even some language that I think ethnically, because I was a white dude in I think there was maybe one other family in the entirety of the ballroom, and God gave me so much rapport and grace, and they were smiling and shouting and standing, and it was the standing ovation, I think, was for God. The woman sitting beside Dawn, my wife, just began weeping, and I don't think she stopped weeping for about a half hour. She said, you don't understand. Heaven opened up, and God was speaking to me. The entire time you were speaking, out of your mouth were coming words from Him to me. All the excuses I've ever made, all the barriers I've ever had, the things that I didn't understand, I suddenly, immediately, it was like light coming in the room, and I understood. She was overwhelmed. She couldn't stop crying. She wasn't even interested in eating, and they had a great array of food options for us. So I got to talk to some brothers who worked for Comcast who said, listen, you lit. I said, no, the Lord lit a fire in your hearts. One brother who is kind of their Barnabas said, I feel like God refueled me for ministry going forward. So listen, the body of Christ is being built up through your prayers. Please continue to pray on as we forge forward together.